when things are going bad, it's not necessarily the worst thing. Just try to stay level headed and not think too much about it. That's why I think having art like this, like NFTs and stuff of that nature, people can just look at these NFTs, look at you draw, completely disconnect from the crypto side of things, right? And focus on the art and the community building aspect because crypto, we all know it is the future. Are we in the right chains? Nobody knows, right? Is this the chain of the future? Is it Bitcoin? Is it XRP? Is it Solana? Nobody knows, right? So right now, I think it's important to just stick around, build a community around the art, and I think all these chains, there's going to be a place for all of them as long as they keep building. And I mean, say we can tell everything we want about say, but they're supporting their creators, right? With these creator rounds, this is now the fifth one. I think in total they're giving approximately 10 million in total out of all the rounds. So
Wow.
I don't know what the next ones will be, but I mean, if I'm a creator and I want to go build somewhere, and you have people that are incentivizing you to do so, I mean, it's a no-brainer for me to come and support the chain that's supporting you, right?
Right, exactly.
Scratch my back, I scratch yours, and that's the way I think it's working out for say now with these creator rounds. So let's see how it
Gravy,
goes.
Gravy in the chat saying there's no sound.
What the heck? That's crazy. Wow, am I ever amateur hour when it comes to OBS? What is going on?
What? It was
Everything
muted?
is no, nothing looks muted. Is there any sound in the Twitter? Anybody
Well,
watching from Twitter?
sound just started. Might be my area. Okay, cool.
Oh, okay. Wow. There's a chance that something went wrong on my end too, baby. It's been like that every single
You can even
episode.
see the video on the stream
He couldn't?
on the spaces.
Oh, that's right. Well, I hope
Weird.
everything is working because we had some good conversation. If we didn't get it recorded properly, that'd be a drag.
So I went to check Barney. Your first stream that we did got 1,940 views on Twitter
Wow.
and almost 700 views on Twitch.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. And I think what we're gonna do moving forward is really try to get the community's input on what they want you to draw, and we maybe do a special dedicated piece, maybe once a week, once every second week, for the community where they can come and watch you do that piece. I really like when we take current events and we try to tie in the zombies with it. I mean, like when we did the Donald Trump one.
Like political
That's probably
cartoon
the
almost,
piece.
huh?
I mean, I think that was the piece that sold for the most,
Yeah.
which is really cool.
Well, even when we did the portrait of just Michael the other day, like you clearly see that he really vibed with it. So it's fun. Who doesn't like to have a portrait of themselves, right?
Live
So
stream
if we
for
get some
everybody to
special
see.
guests, we can do them.
Yeah, it would be cool. It'd be fun.
But yeah, Superman, you don't want to take him away from working on this PFP collection.
No, for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna take a couple weeks probably still. The art I think should be done within the next week or two, and then it'll be a matter of putting it all together after that. So, I think for sure we're gonna keep doing these on at least once a week basis. It would make no
But it's
sense
cool,
to
man.
stop.
Like it's gonna be an NFT collection that community watched being built right in front of their eyes. Like
That's true.
that would be a first.
There we go. Unless someone suddenly quickly does it even before I do. Someone out there, I'm gonna be the first now. Gets it done tomorrow.
So, Superman, I have some questions for you, maybe for Magic Eden. Has that been sorted out yet, or we're still waiting on some news there to get access to the Say of the Dead to keep putting some pieces up?
Well, look, I'm a little discouraged. I won't lie. It's been about almost 3 weeks now. They said they're pushing it to level 2. Their engineers have to look into it. I've been in contact with Johnny. I told Johnny, look, I feel like I'm annoying, constantly asking you if you could escalate. And he said he's going to take care of it personally. That was yesterday. So for now, it's just a waiting game to see what's going on.
So let's get a target end of the month. Yeah.
well, I'm highly contemplating if we shouldn't either relaunch it, drop the current holders 1-to-1, and then have it 100% EVM, which will not cause us any issues anymore. We're gonna have to explore
No.
some options here, or else.
Well, let's wait for their answer. I mean, the NFTs are on chain. I mean, I'm trying to wonder what's the issue, why they're not being found when
It
they
has
search for them.
it has something to do with the say pointer, whatever that is.
Yeah, it's like an endpoint issue and things like that. Um, I'm all concerned now that we didn't have recording on the first part of this show, so I thought maybe we should just kind of recap what we're doing here exactly. I'm Byron, obviously. GG and Superman. We are the ZombSEIs team, and we are currently creating mostly we're creating content video telling people about Say while we work on a version 2 of the ZombSEIs, or some other name to be determined. It's a work in progress. What we're doing right now is we're fundraising in the Gitcoin Creators Grant, which we talked about, and we are doing that to try to raise some funds to upgrade my streaming equipment, which would involve buying probably a camera specifically for this, as well as a stand that won't wobble when I nudge the chair. And then there's other services like, for creating sounds and music and video that we can then share with the community about the ZombSEIs and the Say network and whatever else what we decide to use it for. So that's the whole point of this. And that's about all I have to say about that right now, as I type out or spell out ZombSEI. Zombies. Aha. Oh. See, it's so hard to do it artistically, right? Like, to remember to put the S before the IE. Anyway, Zombies. Art Rant. Episode 7. Welcome to the show. Everyone watching on Twitch can actually earn some Twitch points thanks to the Scurvy bot. And they can use those Twitch points that I call DHC bits, DeHorde's coin bits. They're just bits of DeHorde's coin. Once you get some of them, you can actually dig for an NFT within the Twitch live stream while I'm streaming. You earn points by watching, and you get to multiply those points a little bit when you chat. Isn't that fun?
So, in case they didn't hear us before, maybe I can go back on the Kepler issues.
Absolutely.
So, guys, if you are holding your ZombSEIs using your Kepler wallet, today we did have a live session with the expedition community, and we outlined absolutely every step. We did the Medium articles. Superman, I don't know if you can put them in the comments, the Medium articles to troubleshoot and also how to donate. Put them in the comments of this tweet so that people can click on it. So again, we went step by step, verbally explaining it, what's going on, and basically, just to sum it all up, is Kepler is reading the wrong Say address associated to your EVM, which is causing you issues when connecting to Magic Eden. That only connects to the EVM side of your Say, so it doesn't connect to the Cosmos side. And now, since the wrong EVM is linked to the Say address, you don't see your NFTs anymore. So there is a fix. You can use Mass Drop to transfer your NFTs from your Say Kepler wallet to another Say address, let's say of your Compass wallet, and you'll be able to see all your NFTs again. The other solution is to input your seed phrase, on Kepler. You take it from Kepler and you put it in your Compass. And if you do that, that's the easiest fix of all, and you'll see all your NFTs. The only thing is, if you're using a ledger, that won't work for you. So that's why you got to follow all the instructions in the Medium articles. But we really outlined it step by step. It's fairly simple if you follow the steps carefully. And again, just somebody lost his NFTs, so just make sure when you guys do this thing, do it only one NFT at a time, or try sending a little bit of funds first. Make sure they make it to destination before you go and send the totality. So this guy lost 4 NFTs. It's unfortunate. I have no idea where they went. I went to look on the Explorer. I can't find them. It really sucks. I'm not quite sure what he did, but he did something wrong or missed one of the steps. So be careful. Majority of the people have been able to do it fairly easily, but yeah, just make sure you follow the steps. You get the contract address, and you can transfer them even if you have a ledger with the Mass Drop app. So again, the Medium articles, Superman, if you can put them in the comments, well, people will be able to read those on their own time and You
already.
guys still got 3 days to vote. So if you guys haven't voted yet and you feel like doing that to support Byron, to support the ZombSEIs, support the AAA team, um, the tweet is pinned on our profile here for ZombSEIs. You just got to click on the link. You make sure to have some say on your EVM, and you can donate. You got to donate a minimum of $1, which is about 5 say. You can donate as much as you want after that. So and just hit submit your donation, and that's it, guys. You're supporting Byron, you're supporting GG, Superman, and the ZombSEIs.
Yeah. All right. Man, trying to find a little piece of a picture that I was going to use as a reference. Oh, I think I found it. There it is. Open that up. All right.
And I'm loving these. Honestly, like visually, it's so nice to. Like you did a really good job with this, Byron. Honestly.
Thank you. Lots and lots and lots of years of practice.
So how long have you been doing this, Byron? Like sort of Twitch and streaming and.
I started. I wouldn't. I've never been like really consider myself professional. I just kept it as artist. So I started online at 2009 roughly. That's when I started my first ever blog. I tried to call it the Daily Zombie blogspot, something like that, and as a way to try to force myself to draw zombies every day, right? Uh, it was kind of successful, but I had to change the name to the Almost Daily and then to the Nearly Daily, and then you're lucky if I get it done once in a while, because it just, I was a young father at that time, and kids take up a lot of time. And I was also working a full-time job. So, the nice thing about that full-time job, though, it was like a telemarketing job. So, I got to call you up, annoy you, ask you if you want to get a credit card, and all the time drawing pictures. Maybe I'm drawing what I think you look like. And I did that for about 4 or 5 years, I think. Yeah. And then I quit that and moved to a smaller town. And then helped my wife raise our kids. I concentrated on being an artist, and I got involved with Google Plus and started doing a lot of zombie portraits and stuff like that. As that was my bread and butter, so I did that, and that was around. I guess that was around. Actually, I guess that was around 2009, around then as well. Holy mackerel! Things just happen fast. It's hard to remember exactly. So yeah, I did Google Plus. That's where those interviews kind of happened from, because they were very supportive of their creators. That was what kind of was their whole premise of having a Google Plus platform. It was for the creators, for artists, and all that kind of stuff. And I did pretty well. Got kind of known, learned how to do what I'm doing now, which is like kind of the promotion thing. But along the way, I easily learned that that's not a job you can do all by yourself. So it was hard to keep it going, especially again as like just the whole starving artist kind of thing. It was tough being a family man as well. From Google Plus, that eventually shut down. I tried to just keep getting commissions or selling artwork and things like that through various means, and then I found crypto in about 2021, around the end of the bull or the middle of the bull or something, you might say. And that was cool. Started on wax, kept doing
revolutionizes for artists. That's like a revolution, is crypto and NFTs, because now you can literally gain access to like a huge sample size of new potential collectors. So
yeah, exactly. Like it changed a lot of things for my whole perspective as a career artist. Like it first of all, like you said, it changed things. Like I got to pay some bills that hadn't been paid, and stop eating ramen for a little while, as an example. I don't eat ramen anyways, but we could buy the.
We know what you mean.
Yeah,
we know what you mean.
Yeah. So that was really cool.
It's my go-to.
Your go-to is ramen?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Times are hard.
My go-to is toast. My wife makes awesome bread, so toast is good. Anyway, so yeah, the crypto scene. Started on wax. Again, this is not a. My hat was way too high here. Holy shit. Sorry. That's why I always why I do zombies, because it can be a mess now. I could figure out some kind of reason for this accidental mishap of my art. Uh, yeah, back to the story. Wax. That's where I started. Really easy way to build community because it was a way I could give people my art and they wanted it, and then they would resell it. That was like a total new concept to me. Uh, Fast forward to 2024, I guess. 2020, yeah, about 2023 maybe. Met up with you guys, and boom, the rest is our history.
Well, I'm happy that we met because I think it's brought a lot of life back to the AAA Discord. AAA, we've been obviously waiting for some stuff to be built out for us. So, trying to fill the emptiness between that whole thing was a little crazy, and that's why the community we kind of voted to look for artists or potential creators that we felt could bring value to the space, and we became a sort of incubator with our project. And you were the first one. We were working with a few other collabs in the back channels that didn't pan out, but ours did with the ZombSEIs and Creepy Companions, and super stoked that it played out the way that it did. I think doing the onboarding on Say, I had a lot of fun doing it because you were giving the collection out for free. So to me, that was like a huge incentive for anybody to get onboarded on Say. And I really thought that was like our best selling point was that, we were coming with our community from Cosmos to onboard on Say with the free mint. So that was super exciting. And the fact that, you were willing to do that for the art that you took a lot of time drawing and stuff. So I think it worked really well. Initially, we did have the beginning a bit of a drama on our end, but I mean, overall, I think the launch was successful. We had a lot of people really vibing with us initially, and like any other launch, right at the beginning, everybody's excited for the first month, and then slowly, as time passes, some people lose interest. They go and hunt a new shiny thing. But people that stick around there are the people that really enjoy your art, and those are the type of people that we want to have with us in our community because we are going on this artistic journey with Byron. As you can see, guys, how many pieces one-on-ones has he drawn so far, right? In like 6 months, we have 40 on Say, we have about 20 on Stargaze, and you've done a bunch of others already in the past on these other chains. So again, I think it is cool to have an artist that's on all these chains. It initially exposes these collections to many chains and many users across these different chains. And if they vibe with the art, sometimes they just do the jump to that new chain. So
Yeah,
it helps us a lot in terms of onboarding. So
absolutely. I
Okay,
mean,
perfect.
there are the maxis that will only want to support their chain, which is understandable. But like you said earlier in our broadcast, people are fearful of people like collections coming on a new chain and stuff, right? Everyone's afraid of the rug. And way back when I first started, I mean, I saw it all the time. So we were always promoting like follow the artist, like check the artist's history, see what the kind of people they're like, and that's how you find out if you're gonna be rugged or not. And that's what makes it easy for a person like me to go chain to chain is because I'm not really there trying to take out the liquidity really. I'm just trying to make a name for myself, trying to show people what I have so that they can, maybe ask for an NFT which will come with the original art like what I'm kind of doing with Gravy here. So, uh, yeah, follow the
Well, I
artist.
remember when we first started. Um, I know the fuckers were red hot. They were making a lot of noise. The whole Magic Eden thing was coming, but we were neck to neck with them. Being a new collection, I think we did something between 4 and 5 thousand sales just in the first month. It was absolutely insane. People were stacking. Then the whole price collapse in the crypto market happened, and then things kind of slowed down. But I mean, from the very get go, we got a lot of traction.
Sure. I'm gonna
We
ask.
were right there with the top collections. Um, I'm really impressed with what we've done, honestly,
Yeah.
for a free mint.
Well, we've come
you
a
know
long
what,
way.
Superman? I think our consistency, right? We didn't get too high, we didn't get too low. We kept putting pieces out. We kept supporting the ecosystem the best way that we could, right? With the means that we have out of a free mint. And yeah, I think people vibed with us. We did Roy, we did King Ball, we did Nifty, Biggie, Francis. I mean, we did them all, right? And we made videos for them, and yeah, I think right now this is reflecting on the creators grant. People have noticed that we have provided content for say now for at least 6 months, if not more. So yeah, people are vibing with us, and we're obviously ecstatic about it. And now that's why we're working on this new art, ZombSEIs V2 and art upgrade. We're still gonna try and figure out how we're gonna go about releasing it, but we have quite a few ideas. It's just a question of putting all the details together before we release it. But yeah, I think Byron uh, looked at his ZombSEIs and he would have liked to have maybe some more traits like eyebrows
Eyebrows.
and maybe some hands popping out in those PFPs. So we're gonna be having more traits, more fun, more things to trade. So yeah, it's going to be exciting. The thing is, how it's going to launch, we shall see, guys. Maybe we'll surprise you with some surprises along the way.
Yeah, and
Well,
while we're
Byron,
talking about it, I wouldn't mind saying to the general public out there listening to us, our collectors, our holders, our fans, whoever, we would appreciate some ideas for traits that you would like to see.
speaking of traits, I saw Just Michael on one of his tweets.
We
He
can't
has
hear you, Superman. Let's get closer to the mic.
I have it's on my head.
Oh,
One of the traits I saw was Just Michael had a sledgehammer.
I
You
saw
put
that
one?
picture. Yeah, I saw that.
That could be a cool little trait.
It'll be the banhammer.
what about three eyes?
I like 3 eyes. 3 eyes is good.
Have one of those mutant zombies.
All right, so you know what this is? This is my quick rendition of our buddy Gravy. Just kind of, since I know he was in the stream watching a little bit, I figured I would do a quick sketch of him. It's not nearly done. It's kind of a painting sketch. I don't do these very often quite like this, but this is my attempt at Gravy. As just a quick little 10-minute
A
sketch.
bong. Byron, a bong as a trait.
Of course, there'll be a bong.
What about those gas masks that people put?
I like those. I also like the plague masks, like the plague doctor mask. Almost like a spy versus spy mask, right?
Yes. I'm writing these down for you in case you didn't write them down. I have them all.
Ooh, I've got a good one. A couple of those C19 in the arms type of thing.
C19.
A couple of jabs on one of the zombies. Maybe 3 or 4 or 5 of them needles in the arm type of thing.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna show you a picture of one that has a couple of holes in the arm, but I think these are more bullet holes, and you probably want a needle sticking out of it, right? Maybe going all the way through.
Yeah, maybe a couple of needles to see that they turned into a zombie after they got their jabs.
Oh. Well, that's a political statement now.
Just don't write nothing mentioning that on the actual
Right.
thing itself, but
We'll let them use their imagination.
yeah. I don't know if we should put back the bandaged ears. I think that could be a nice little play with the old collection and bring that back. The suits as well.
Yeah, there'll definitely be a suit.
Nakeds.
Yeah. Always
The hoodies. The hoodies we spoke the other day. Those were they're pretty popular as well.
Yeah, I like hoodies. And the thing with those is you can actually put like decals and stuff on it, right? So I'm gonna make sure I have the space for us to put a little decal of something like a McDonald's, or yeah, that's the first one that always comes to mind, right? McDonald's. I work at McDonald's now. Wendy's.
How do you feel about laser eyes?
I'll try it. Anyway, there's a needle going through an arm. What was that?
Oh, it's my house phone. Sorry.
No problem. At least it wasn't mine. Boom. Alright. Never see bongs. Yeah, you do. You will. I mean, you see it on all. Don't you see bongs on
I don't know. Maybe a
collection?
little bit of conspiracy in the collection could bring a lot more eyes to the collection. So
Right?
we can put some statements.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
So at this spot, that's where it all starts kind of bubbling up. We'll make it a really messy looking arm. Oh, what's our time at now? Oh, we're coming almost up on the hour.
Yeah, we got another 10 minutes here. And then for the weekend, guys, we're not doing video streams, but we will have a spaces with Crypto Stew tomorrow for lunch. and then obviously Sunday is Super Bowl, so I think it's gonna get very, very quiet, and maybe we might get some surprises on some commercials from the Super Bowl. I haven't heard anything, and if I'm not mistaken, every time we get to the Super Bowl, there's always like something about Bitcoin, and somebody's gonna talk about it or whatever. And this time around, I don't know about you, but I haven't seen it on my timeline. What
Huh.
about you, Superman?
He's AFK.
Superman can't. It's on mute probably.
Yeah,
So yeah,
probably.
normally we used to see it on the timeline. So I haven't been seeing any of that. So
Yeah, I
I'm
don't.
curious if they're gonna have a commercial about the ETFs or collect Bitcoin. I know they had a couple of those Bitcoin commercials back in the day, but I'm curious to see what they're gonna do. All these institutions that are potentially looking for investors to invest in it and stuff. So maybe we'll see something. Maybe a meme coin or something or Crow.
Huh.
Crow does a lot of the sports events, so maybe they're gonna have a commercial. What was it? The actor that did his latest commercial there. What's his name? I'm so bad with actors' name. You guys know what I'm talking about. The actor Faber the Brave there commercial when he's
No,
in
I
the
have no
spaceship.
idea. I don't really watch a lot of TV. Like we only watch movies.
So they're going with popular figures to Matt Damon. There you go.
I couldn't do a bong justice right now, so I'm not gonna draw one. I have to get a good a reference. So hey, Gravy, since it was your idea, send me a reference, buddy.
What about a football?
Football. See, every time I
A little
want to draw
football in his
something.
arm, like he's
Oh,
holding it like a running back.
all right, that's a good idea.
That could be funny.
How about a baby? He's stealing a baby.
You like baseball, right?
I like baseball, so we gotta have a baseball glove.
Baseball glove,
There we go, smart man. All right. So
a bat for sure. The bat.
yeah. How is
Let's
the
see what
Twitch chat compared to the Twitter chat?
Twitter chat. It's because I think the problem is when you log out and come back in, you don't see what's been said, so it kind of gets erased. I don't know
Oh,
if Gigi sees the same thing.
Yeah, but you know what, guys? After this creators round, we're potentially going to verify these handles officially, and we'll be able to stream directly from the handle itself instead of coming out directly from the Byron's handle because he is verified. So everything is coming from there now. But we really want to separate the shows and all that. So that's going to be coming potentially after the creators round. We'll be able to have some funds to pay for these things. It's not cheap, but yeah, we're gonna use some of that to support this channel get verified, so that at least the handle people know that it's the official one. It's one of our biggest handles right now. ZombSEIs. It's almost getting as big as our AAA validator one, so that's crazy.
wow.
So we're getting a lot of support, obviously, on ZombSEIs. It's got more traction than the creepy companions that incubated the project. So again, guys, you see, we don't know when we go on a chain the type of support we're gonna get, but on Say, guys, hands down, all kinds of supports, whether it be from specific people or entire communities. I know that I felt the support since the beginning out of the Say community itself. So it's really cool to see that people are vibing with the art, and they know, right? This collection was focused on art, and they got behind it. So at some place, people really enjoy this. Is that like a football?
Yeah, it's a sad attempt at a football. It'll look a lot better once it's painted. But then kind of like
Mhm.
I'm trying to think of the armor, right? Like they wear the pads, and I got that totally wrong. So maybe this will be for a Viking kind of thing. I might put some spikes on it. So I let it stew. That's kind of my process as well, right?
Oh, that could be cool traits too. Those Roman, what do you call those things? The
Like
Roman helmets
gladiator helmets with the plumes in them.
with like the mohawk type thing.
Yeah.
That could be cool.
So, guys, we got 5 more minutes here. I don't know if you guys want to talk about something specific before we let go, or some closing statements. This is the last one of this week. The creator round does end on Monday. Monday we'll have another show, but on the weekend we got the Spaces, and Sunday obviously Super Bowl. So this is probably one of the last ones before the end of the round. So, you guys have anything you guys want to throw out there for the community?
Check out my drip. Go to drip.haas HAUS, and search for Drip Horde. If you're holding any ZombSEIs or creepy companions, we got special rewards just for you. You have to join our Discord to find that information. And yeah, check it out. Come join our Discord. Zombie Unicorn Trade.
That'll be cool.
Superman, you have anything you want to add?
No, I had a lot of fun this week with the streams. I had some interesting meetings with a developer team. I'm gonna wait till next week before I give any details, but it's very exciting things that are possibly coming. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but I'm very excited. I got very good news, so we'll see what happens.
All right.
That's a drumstick right there. So, guys, I'll be moving over to Stargate Spaces, the art space there. So I'm gonna go represent the Creepy Companions, which did incubate the ZombSEI. So I'll go represent us there. Thanks everybody for coming for sure. And yeah, we're gonna be back at it next week with all these live streams. Potentially the end of the creators round. So guys, you've got 3 days to vote for us if you want to. Obviously, we'd appreciate any sort of donation to the project. This was a free mint. So any type of funding goes a long way for us. And as you guys can see, even with little funding, we're able to produce a lot. So if we get some funding, you know, maybe some surprises will come along the way here. And for sure, supporting Byron, supporting AAA for us to keep doing this, well, goes a long way for the project as a whole. And you guys are going to directly benefit from it. So again, if you mint it for free, if you got a lot of NFTs in your bag, please consider donating at least $1. Make sure to support other creators as well, not just ZombSEIs, because you know we can't do it alone. The entire ecosystem grows together through collaborations and through having several projects have success in the space. So it can't be just fuckers or just Cappy. If everybody has success and all the collections do well, well, the communities grow organically together and they can support other projects as well afterwards. So again, we have got a spaces tomorrow at 12. Thanks a lot, Byron, for drawing ZombSEI Sketch V2. And we'll be back next week, guys. So thanks a lot, everybody, for coming. And we'll see you on the next one.
Bye-bye.
Well said,
Ciao, guys.
Well said.
All right, GG.
Ciao, guys.
See you, man. See you guys. Cheers.